So it is actually Monday morning. For accountability's sake, I am doing a special weight check. This past weekend, as I mentioned, I had my football weekend with my buddies. Started off great with my diet on Thursday. I didn't have any junk, nothing. Um, Ran in the morning, worked the full day, lifted. We went to the game. I felt the temptation all game, but never went to the concession stand to buy anything, to eat anything. I had salmon for dinner, one of my trifecta meals. I will say, once we went on the road on Friday and I didn't have access to my refrigerator or anything, and I didn't have my trifecta meals. We started, stop. We drove out to West Virginia. It took us like 5.5 hours because there was terrible traffic. We stopped at McDonald's. Was at the game. Um, just my diet just went downhill very quickly once we went on the road. And then also something I was thinking about just in terms of being a little too rigid with this. I did decide to just kind of back off on trying to stick to my diet while I was on this trip, just in the sense that this weekend happens once a year, and with COVID, my interactions with friends have really declined to almost nil. You couple that with the last 2 months, not just all the hard work I've done on my weight and my with the lifting, the running, the fasting, staying disciplined with my meals. Um, the work I've put in at my actual new job, and coming through and finishing the first cut of the budget, all the hours I worked, I really just decided to just ease up on myself a bit because I'm very hard on myself. And so I just allowed myself to eat whatever I wanted for the rest of the weekend. I know that totally contradicts what I said on Thursday, but I also recognize this is probably the last time I'm going to hang around some friends like this for the rest of the year. We have had two major COVID scares in my household, and I just feel it best to do what's in the best interest of my family and really just keep my interactions with people, even friends that are vaccinated, to an absolute minimum. The last scare we had was with someone, who my family loves dearly, a great friend of the family, and this person is fully vaccinated and still contracted COVID, and thankfully, did not pass it to anyone else. And my understanding is having fairly mild symptoms. So, but I'm seeing that even the vaccine is not like ironclad, unfortunately. So, I really just feel like I'm gonna play it very conservative with my family, especially because my daughter, um, she entrusts us with her health. So, just really feel like I'm gonna kind of scale things back and really just. I honestly, the simplest way I can put it, I don't feel any better off about the pandemic today than I did a year ago when I was not vaccinated, and that was the great hope that things were going to change. And vaccines have been out for 10 months, and uh, there are more COVID cases now than there were at this time a year ago. So, long tangent, but basically, I just feel like this was going to kind of be my last hurrah for 2021, and just wanted to make the most of it, enjoy it, take all of the stress and pressure off. But I recognize there's a cost to pay with that. So I want to be fully open and transparent about this, and I want to see what my weight is after the weekend. I was 245.5 on Thursday. So let's see where I'm at after this weekend. So I weighed myself maybe an hour or two ago. So that is where I currently stand. Um, that's pretty unbelievable. And I know my voice probably sounds very calm for someone who just 4 days ago weighed in 15 and a pound, half pounds lighter, but um, I've been through this a time or two, and I recognize how quickly I can take weight off when it comes on this quick, but I wanted to be fully transparent about where I stood after this weekend. I did not expect to see that. I knew I would be over 250. Did not expect to see 260, but full transparency on this journey. This is where I stand. So, really enjoyed the weekend. Would not change a thing of what happened this weekend. I'm going to do my normal weigh-in on Friday. I'm also going to record a second video just with some changes, a major change I plan to make going forward. And I decided on it before the weekend. I kind of decided on it, not kind of, I decided on it after my last weigh-in. So I'll share that in a bit, but wanted to do a weigh-in post-football weekend just for full transparency. And I also think it's helpful for me to see just how quickly I can put weight on, just to see how quickly, I can do some serious damage. But again, I'm not panicked. Don't feel the least bit of regret about what I did this weekend. This weekend happens once a year, and it's not even like, on a regular weekend I can just hang out with some friends in this COVID environment. After this last scare, as I said, I just really think we are going to be dialing it back quite a bit until the numbers start to change. So, yeah, great weekend. Had a lot of fun. 3 football games in 4 days. 3 different stadiums. Went to West Virginia for the first time in my life. Had a ball. So, great weekend. And now it's time to get back on track.